Book name Sex Secrets, which is written and published by Dr. Prashant. Sex Secrets is a candid and deeply intimate guide designed to unravel the mysteries of passion, connection, and pleasure. This book dives into the secrets of achieving profound intimacy with your partner. It's not a scientific manual, nor does it shy away from the raw, unfiltered truths of human sexuality. Instead, it's a practical, easy-to-read guide that celebrates the art of lovemaking and the joy of exploring each other's desires. Whether you're just starting your journey or seeking to reignite the spark in your relationship, Sex Secrets offers a treasure trove of insights, tips, and sensual inspiration to deepen your connection. Chapter 1. Rediscovering Sex Desire. Desire is the heartbeat of intimacy, but it's something that can often fade or become clouded over time, especially in long-term relationships. Rediscovering desire is about reconnecting not just with your partner, but with yourself. It's about understanding what sparks attraction, what keeps the flame burning, and how to nourish that connection daily. In this chapter, we focus on how to reignite that passion by exploring both emotional and physical aspects of desire. At its core, desire is not just about physical attraction, though that's certainly part of it. It's about emotional connection. The first step in reigniting desire is to prioritize emotional intimacy. Desire thrives when both partners feel emotionally supported, seen, and valued. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to lose sight of the small, meaningful gestures that make a partner feel important. Taking time to truly listen to each other, to show genuine care for one another's thoughts and feelings, is the foundation on which sexual desire grows. When you start to feel emotionally connected again, physical desire follows naturally. But reigniting desire isn't just about emotional closeness, it's also about physical attraction and novelty. Over time, couples often fall into a routine where the spark seems to fade. Familiarity can breed comfort, but it can also stifle excitement. To bring desire back, you have to break out of that routine and introduce new experiences into your relationship. This could be something as simple as a new date night routine, trying out a new activity together, or even taking a trip to somewhere new. Experiencing new things together strengthens the bond between partners and brings back that element of discovery. When you stop viewing each other as safe and embrace the unknown, it can reignite the fire of desire. Physical touch plays a crucial role in rediscovering desire as well. Often, as couples get comfortable, physical intimacy may become limited to routine sexual activity without the exploration or excitement of earlier days. Rekindling physical desire requires making touch a priority. Start with non-sexual touch. Holding hands, hugging, cuddling. These small acts of affection can lay the groundwork for deeper sexual connection. Even simple acts like stroking your partner's arm or gently touching their face can foster a sense of intimacy and make both partners feel desired. A big part of reigniting desire is also about feeling good in your own skin. It's not uncommon for people to struggle with their self-image, and this can impact desire. If you feel insecure about your body, your confidence in the bedroom will suffer. One of the first things to do is embrace self-love. Take care of your physical and mental health, and nurture a positive body image. When you're happy and confident in who you are, that energy translates into the bedroom. Feeling sexy isn't about meeting a certain standard. It's about embracing yourself and being open to the experience of pleasure. Finally, it's important to remember that desire is a two-way street. It requires both partners to actively engage in making the relationship a place where both feel excited and appreciated. Being open about your desires, fantasies, and what you both need to feel fulfilled sexually can work wonders. Don't shy away from communication. Ask each other what feels good, what you both crave, and how you can make each other feel special. This dialogue deepens the bond and creates space for exploration and passion to flourish. Reigniting desire is a journey, not a destination. It takes patience, attention, and effort from both partners. But when both individuals are committed to nurturing their emotional and physical connection, desire will naturally return, stronger than before. Chapter 2: The Power of Foreplay. Foreplay is often underestimated, but it's arguably one of the most crucial parts of intimacy. It's not just about preparing for sex, it's about connecting with your partner on a deeper, more sensual level. Foreplay is the time where the excitement begins, where the sparks of attraction turn into a blaze of passion. It's the dance of giving and receiving, of making sure both partners feel desired, appreciated, and most importantly, alive. When people talk about foreplay, they often think of kissing and touching, but it's so much more than that. It starts the moment you set the mood. Foreplay isn't something that happens only in the bedroom. It begins long before the sheets are involved. Think about the way you look at your partner, how you tease them with a playful glance, how you flirt with words throughout the day. These little moments lead to bigger, more intimate ones. Building tension, creating anticipation, these things are as vital as the physical touch itself. A great way to start is by focusing on your partner's emotional state. A lot of us get distracted by physical needs and dive straight into the physicality of the moment. But true foreplay starts with making your partner feel safe and comfortable, emotionally connected. Compliment them genuinely, whisper sweet things, or share a meaningful conversation. It's these little verbal affirmations that can ignite their senses, making them feel desired and valued. As the mood builds, slow and gentle physical touch is key. Simple gestures like running your fingers through their hair, grazing your fingertips lightly along their skin, or massaging their shoulders can communicate affection and heighten arousal. There's power in touch. The way you caress your partner's skin can tell them everything they need to know about your desire for them. The sensation of skin against skin, especially in areas like the back of the neck or inner thighs, can send waves of heat and excitement through the body. These soft touches don't just build anticipation, they deepen the emotional connection, making everything that follows feel more intense and more intimate. Kissing is often the centerpiece of foreplay, but it's important to understand that not all kisses are created equal. The passionate, deep kisses are important, but don't forget the power of the gentle kiss on the forehead or the tender kiss on the cheek. These small acts of affection can make your partner feel cherished and loved, which sets the stage for deeper passion. Pay attention to your partner's response. If they linger in your kiss, deepening it, that's a sign to follow their lead. If they pull back or seem distant, ease up and change your approach. Foreplay is about tuning into each other's needs, both physical and emotional. The power of foreplay also lies in exploration. Take time to discover the spots on your partner's body that drive them wild. Run your hands slowly over their body, pausing at certain areas like the neck, the small of their back, or the inner wrist. Many people have sensitive areas that don't immediately come to mind but can be incredibly arousing. Learning what excites your partner, what makes their breath catch or their body shudder, is part of the fun. Don't be afraid to ask them what feels good, and encourage them to return the favor. The give and take of foreplay isn't just physical, it's about sharing the power of pleasure in the most intimate way possible. Another often neglected aspect of foreplay is the use of verbal communication. Whispering in your partner's ear, letting them know what you love about them, or how much you desire them, can increase the emotional connection. Sexy talk doesn't need to be crude or overly explicit. It can be simple and sincere. Complimenting their body, describing what you're about to do, or expressing your anticipation in a soft and sensual voice can set the stage for much more. When you articulate your desires, it brings you closer, creating a space where both of you feel comfortable and excited. Touch isn't just about the hands. The lips can be just as powerful. Kissing, nibbling, licking, and even just breathing lightly on your partner's skin can make a world of difference. The area behind the ears, the collarbone, and the lower abdomen are all sensitive spots where a gentle kiss or soft touch can cause sparks to fly. And don't forget the power of your own body. Use it as a tool to get your partner's attention. Let your body brush against theirs, let the heat from your skin build, and feel the electricity that starts to spark as you move closer. For women, one of the most effective parts of foreplay is the feeling of being adored and appreciated. A woman's sexual desire is often closely linked to her emotional and mental state. Foreplay, therefore, isn't only about stimulating her physically but also about stimulating her emotionally and mentally. Compliments, affection, and attention to her mood can transform the entire experience. Speak to her about the things that make her feel special. Tell her how much you enjoy every aspect of her, from her mind to her body. These words will make her feel more confident and relaxed, which in turn can make the physical connection even more powerful. Foreplay also helps to create a safe space for both partners to feel comfortable enough to explore each other's boundaries and pleasures. It's the time where you can introduce new things, like trying out new positions or incorporating sensual toys, and gauge your partner's comfort level. Communication is key here. Check in with them, read their body language, and be receptive to their desires and limits. This open line of communication allows for trust to grow, which is crucial for deepening intimacy. In conclusion, foreplay is the foundation upon which great sex is built. It's about creating anticipation, exploring each other's bodies, communicating openly, and connecting emotionally. The power of foreplay isn't just about the physical pleasure, it's about setting the stage for a deeper, more intimate connection that makes the act of sex not just an experience, but a journey of mutual pleasure. When done right, foreplay transforms a simple act into something magical, making both partners feel cherished, desired, and fully present in the moment. Chapter 3: Pleasuring a Woman. Understanding how to pleasure a woman goes beyond simply knowing what her body looks like. It's about learning her rhythm, her desires, and paying close attention to the small details that lead to her ultimate satisfaction. Every woman is different, so there isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. However, there are common ways to ensure she feels adored, respected, and deeply satisfied. This chapter will guide you through the process of connecting with your partner on a physical and emotional level to create moments of pleasure that are unforgettable. The first key to pleasuring a woman is understanding that foreplay is crucial. For many women, the build-up to sex is as important as the act itself. It's about creating a safe and intimate atmosphere where she feels valued and desired. The way you touch her, the way you kiss her, and the words you use can make all the difference in how she experiences pleasure. Begin with light, soft touches along her arms, shoulders, and neck. These areas are incredibly sensitive, and just a gentle caress can start building anticipation. Kissing her deeply, exploring the contours of her lips and mouth with yours, can also help stir up her emotions and get her in the right headspace. Once you've created this sensual foundation, moving lower down her body is important. The breasts and nipples are highly sensitive areas for many women. Some prefer gentle strokes, while others may enjoy more firm, deliberate pressure. The key is to pay attention to her response, her breathing, her sounds, and her body movements. These are your cues to adjust the pressure, speed, or technique. Don't rush through this part. Instead, savor it. The buildup increases the anticipation, and for many women, it's essential to achieving orgasm later. One of the most vital parts of pleasuring a woman is her clitoris, but it's crucial to approach this area with care. Direct stimulation can sometimes be too intense, especially early in the encounter, so start slow and gauge her reactions. Begin by gently exploring the outer areas of her vulva, lightly grazing her clitoris with your fingers or lips. This helps warm up the area and makes the experience more pleasurable. You can also try licking, gently blowing on her clitoris, or using your tongue in soft circles. As with other parts of her body, the key is to remain attentive to how she reacts. If she wants more pressure, she'll let you know by pressing her hips toward you, moving her body in a certain way, or moaning. Varying the intensity and type of touch can build her excitement and create waves of pleasure. Using your fingers, try slipping one or two inside her vagina while you continue to stimulate her clitoris. Many women find the combination of vaginal penetration and clitoral stimulation to be incredibly pleasurable. While you're doing this, keep an eye on her facial expressions and listen to her breath. These are signs that you're getting it right. The goal is not just to finish the act, but to keep her in the moment, building toward a climax she can savor. Every woman's body responds differently, so don't be afraid to ask her what feels good and if there's anything she wants you to do more of or less of. In addition to the physical aspects, mental stimulation is just as important. Words of affirmation can go a long way in boosting her confidence and desire. Whispering how beautiful she looks, how much you enjoy touching her, or even describing what you want to do next can increase her arousal. A woman's mind plays a large role in her sexual experience, so make sure you're engaging with her emotionally as well as physically. Compliment her genuinely and express how much you enjoy being with her in this intimate space. Another effective method is using your whole body to pleasure her, not just your hands or mouth. During sex, positioning is key. For example, one position that many women enjoy is the spooning position. This allows for full body contact, making it easier to kiss, caress, and whisper in her ear while you're deeply connected. It also allows you to control the depth and pace of penetration, which is crucial for ensuring she's enjoying herself. Additionally, this position allows for easy clitoral stimulation, either by your hands or with gentle rubbing against your body. However, positions like doggy style, cowgirl, or reverse cowgirl also offer unique advantages in pleasuring a woman. In doggy style, the angle of penetration can stimulate the G-spot, a highly sensitive area inside the vagina that can provide powerful orgasms when touched the right way. Cowgirl or reverse cowgirl positions are great for allowing her to control the pace and depth of penetration, so she can adjust it to what feels best for her. These positions also allow her to lean forward for more clitoral stimulation or focus on deeper penetration as she moves. What's often overlooked in pleasuring a woman is aftercare. After an intense and intimate experience, emotional connection and reassurance can make a world of difference. Hold her, kiss her softly, and let her know how much you enjoyed the time you spent together. Sometimes, after an orgasm, a woman might feel vulnerable or even self-conscious, so offering affection, warmth, and emotional security helps solidify the intimacy of the moment. Remember, pleasuring a woman is not just about physical actions, but about respect, patience, and attentiveness to her needs. Understanding that each woman is unique and taking the time to explore and learn what excites her builds a stronger bond between you both. Being open to communication, being mindful of her cues, and continuing to be present in the moment will ensure that your time together is fulfilling and deeply pleasurable. By embracing these principles, you'll be able to satisfy not just her body, but also her heart and soul. Chapter 4. Communication in bed. One of the most important yet often overlooked aspects of a fulfilling sexual relationship is communication. It's easy to assume that the connection you share with your partner will naturally translate into satisfying intimacy, but in reality, communication plays a pivotal role in ensuring that both partners feel heard, understood, and cared for. Whether it's expressing desires, exploring fantasies, setting boundaries, or sharing feedback, communication in bed creates the foundation for a deeper, more connected sexual experience. This chapter is all about how to talk to your partner before, during, and after the act to ensure that your intimate moments are not only pleasurable but meaningful. Starting the conversation. Before diving into any intimate moment, It's crucial to establish an environment where both you and your partner feel comfortable talking about what you want. For many people, this can be a little intimidating, especially if they have fears about judgment or rejection. But the reality is that open, honest conversations are the key to unlocking a world of better sex. It's important to remember that intimacy isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental as well. Discussing your desires, whether they're a little bold or more traditional, shouldn't feel like a negotiation, but rather an opportunity to explore each other in a safe, non-judgmental space. One way to ease into these conversations is by starting with compliments. Instead of jumping straight into what you might want to try in bed, start by acknowledging the things your partner does well. Compliment them on the way they kiss, their touch, or the way they make you feel. Compliments build confidence and set a positive tone for any conversation. From there, you can begin discussing more specific desires or even fantasies. It's important to use I statements rather than you statements, saying things like, "I really love it when you," or "I think it would be exciting if we tried," can open the door to discussion without making your partner feel pressured. The importance of nonverbal communication. While verbal communication is critical, nonverbal cues play an equally important role in sexual intimacy. Touch, body language, and eye contact all convey messages that words sometimes cannot. Learning to read your partner's body and respond to it in real time can elevate the sexual experience. For example, a partner might not always verbally express what feels good, but their body will tell you everything you need to know. If they move closer to you, arch their back, or breathe heavier, these are signs of pleasure. On the other hand, if they seem tense, pull away, or stop making eye contact, these could be signs that something doesn't feel right and the moment requires a shift in approach. Paying attention to these physical cues is vital, as they allow you to adjust to your partner's needs in the moment. Asking for what you want. One of the most liberating experiences in a relationship is learning to ask for what you want in bed. So many people shy away from this because they fear that their desires might be too much, too little, or somehow unacceptable. However, most partners want to please each other and will appreciate the guidance on what makes them feel good. Asking for what you want doesn't always have to be explicit. Sometimes it's about guiding your partner through physical touch or positioning. For example, if you want your partner to slow down or speed up, a gentle touch on their back or a subtle shift in position can communicate that. But there are times when direct requests are needed, whether it's a different type of kiss, a more intense touch, or trying something new. Being specific is key. Instead of just saying, "I want more," try something like, "I'd love it if you kissed my neck more," or "Can you go a little slower and focus on my shoulders?" Specific requests are easier for your partner to understand and act upon, making the experience more fulfilling for both of you. Exploring fantasies together. Sexual fantasies are a natural part of the human experience, and communicating them with your partner can be both exciting and deeply bonding. Sharing your fantasies can help you understand each other's desires on a deeper level. However, it's important to approach this subject with respect and sensitivity. Some fantasies may seem out of the ordinary, but that doesn't mean they're wrong or inappropriate. Instead of judging or dismissing your partner's fantasies, engage with curiosity and openness. You don't have to act on every fantasy immediately, but discussing them can help you better understand each other's boundaries and areas of interest. One way to approach this is by using fantasy sharing as a playful exercise. You might ask your partner what their most exciting fantasy is and share one of yours in return. The goal isn't to make a list of things to do, but rather to open up the lines of communication about what excites each of you. This doesn't have to lead to immediate action, but it helps create an environment where both partners feel free to express themselves without fear of rejection or shame. The aftercare conversation. The conversation doesn't stop once the physical act is over. In fact, how you communicate after sex can be just as important as during. Aftercare is about checking in with your partner emotionally and physically. It's about showing tenderness and affection once the moment has passed. Some people need time to process their feelings, while others prefer cuddling, talking, or being left alone for a while. Talking about how each of you felt during the encounter can help you understand what worked well and what didn't. Maybe one of you loved the intensity, while the other felt overwhelmed or uncomfortable. It's important to share these feelings openly, as this ensures that both partners are satisfied and feel safe. In the best relationships, these conversations help improve future encounters, fostering a continuous learning process about each other's desires. Conclusion: good communication in bed is about more than just words. It's about emotional connection, being open, and tuning into your partner's needs. It requires vulnerability, trust, and a willingness to explore together. It's not about perfection but about creating an experience where both partners feel valued and respected. So, whether you're a seasoned lover or new to the experience, the key is to always talk both before and during your time in bed and ensure that both of you feel heard, cherished, and fully satisfied. Chapter 5: Exploring Positions That Ignite Passion. When it comes to keeping the passion alive in a relationship, variety in the bedroom can make all the difference. Sexual intimacy isn't just about the physical act. It's about connection, experimentation, and creating a bond that goes beyond the ordinary. Exploring different positions in sex is an exciting way to reignite passion, enhance pleasure, and bring fresh energy into your relationship. In this chapter, we'll delve into a variety of positions designed to suit different moods, enhance pleasure for both partners, and introduce new levels of excitement. One of the most classic positions, and for good reason, is missionary. While it may seem simple, it offers intimacy and closeness that allows for deep connection. With the man on top, this position allows for eye contact, kissing, and whispering sweet nothings in each other's ears, perfect for emotional connection. The key to making missionary more exciting is to experiment with variations. For example, the woman can lift her hips with a pillow or use her legs to wrap around her partner's waist, offering a deeper angle of penetration. These small adjustments can enhance sensations and bring the passion to new heights. Another popular position is the woman on top, which gives her control over the speed, depth, and angle of penetration. It's a great position for both partners to explore mutual pleasure. The woman can experiment with different movements, slow and sensual or fast and passionate. This position is often preferred by women because it allows them to take charge of their pleasure, and it's a fantastic way for the man to enjoy the view. The man can support the woman by gently guiding her hips or allowing her to take full control. By leaning forward, she can increase the stimulation on her clitoris, enhancing her orgasmic pleasure. A slightly more adventurous position is doggy style, where the woman kneels while the man enters from behind. This position allows for deep penetration and a different angle, which can hit new pleasure spots. One of the benefits of this position is that it offers the possibility of the man having more control over the rhythm, allowing him to vary the pace and depth according to what feels best for both of them. For added pleasure, the woman can support herself on her elbows, which opens up her hips and allows for deeper penetration. The man can also experiment with reaching around to stimulate the woman's clitoris, making the experience even more pleasurable. For couples looking to get more creative, the standing position offers an element of excitement and spontaneity. In this position, both partners stand facing each other, with the woman wrapping her legs around her partner's waist as he supports her with his hands or by holding her thighs. This position can be thrilling because it brings a sense of urgency and passion, ideal for moments of intense desire. The man's hands can roam freely, and the woman has the ability to adjust her body movements to find the rhythm that works best for her. While standing sex may require some strength, it is a fun and adventurous position to try when you're looking for something different. Spooning is another position that deserves attention for its relaxed intimacy and comfort. In this position, both partners lie on their sides with the man behind the woman, entering her from a position that allows for closeness without the intensity of deep penetration. While it may seem less dynamic, spooning can be incredibly sensual, allowing for tender moments of touching, kissing, and cuddling while maintaining physical closeness. The woman can position her legs to allow for deeper penetration, or the man can guide her body with his hands to explore different angles. This position is especially beneficial for couples who prioritize emotional connection and who want to focus on slow, affectionate lovemaking. One more playful and unique position is the reverse cowgirl, where the woman straddles the man but faces away from him. This position offers deep penetration and allows the woman to take control over the rhythm and angle, just like the traditional cowgirl position. The reverse angle can also stimulate the man in a different way, providing new sensations. For added variety, the woman can lean forward or backward to adjust the angle of penetration, experimenting with different motions to heighten pleasure. The man can also reach around to stimulate her breasts or clitoris, intensifying the experience. This position allows for a playful and dynamic experience that can break free from routine, bringing fresh energy into your sexual life. As couples explore new positions, it's important to remember that communication is key. Discussing what feels good, what doesn't, and what you both want to try will create an environment of openness and trust. Consent is the foundation of any sexual experience, so be sure to listen to each other's boundaries and desires. Experimentation can be a lot of fun, but the most important thing is mutual enjoyment and respect. Positions aren't just about changing physical angles. They're about bringing a new energy to your connection. Whether you're revisiting a familiar position with a fresh twist or trying something completely new, exploring different positions is a way to keep things exciting and spice up your intimate moments. Every position can offer something different: intimacy, depth, connection, or excitement. By switching things up, you allow for new forms of pleasure, keep the spark alive, and build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. So don't be afraid to experiment, embrace the variety, and let your passion guide you. Chapter 7. Building Sexual Confidence. Sexual confidence is an essential aspect of intimacy, and it plays a crucial role in having fulfilling, passionate experiences with your partner. Feeling good about your body, your desires, and your performance can significantly enhance your sexual connection, making the experience more enjoyable and authentic for both partners. Building sexual confidence is a journey, and it requires patience, self-love, and open communication. One of the first steps in building sexual confidence is accepting and loving your body. Many people struggle with body image issues, which can lead to anxiety about sex. Whether it's concerns about weight, appearance, or perceived imperfections, these insecurities can affect your ability to be fully present in intimate moments. The key here is to remember that everyone has unique physical traits, and nobody's body is perfect. Embrace the parts of you that make you feel powerful, and let go of unrealistic expectations. Sexual intimacy is about connection, not perfection. Taking time to look at yourself in the mirror, appreciating your body for all it does, and recognizing its beauty in its own right is an important practice. This self-acceptance builds the foundation for confidence in the bedroom. Another crucial aspect of sexual confidence is understanding that sex is not about performance but about pleasure and connection. Many people, especially in the early stages of their sexual lives, get caught up in the idea of performing to impress their partner. This can create unnecessary pressure, leading to anxiety and preventing them from enjoying the experience. Instead, shift the focus from worrying about how you look or whether you are good enough to how you feel in the moment. Pay attention to the sensations, emotions, and connection you're sharing with your partner. Sex should be a space where you both feel free to explore, laugh, and enjoy each other, without the constant pressure of measuring up to external standards. Communication is one of the most powerful tools in building sexual confidence. Opening up with your partner about what you like, what makes you feel good, and even what makes you feel vulnerable can strengthen your bond and boost your confidence. You might be afraid to express your desires at first, but this communication is crucial to getting what you need to feel satisfied. In turn, it allows your partner to feel more confident too, because they'll know how to make you feel good and feel appreciated. In a healthy relationship, this open dialogue creates a safe space where both partners can explore each other's wants and needs without judgment. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, whether it's a certain touch or a specific position that enhances your pleasure. It's also important to recognize that confidence is not something that happens overnight. It's a process of self-discovery and growth. If you've had past experiences where you felt insecure or underwhelmed, don't let those define your current experiences. Everyone has a unique sexual journey, and every intimate moment offers a chance to learn something new about yourself and your partner. You can build confidence by experimenting and being curious. This means trying new things in the bedroom, whether it's exploring different sexual positions, incorporating toys, or even exploring fantasies. These activities help you discover what truly excites you, and knowing what you like can lead to more confidence during intimacy. Another aspect of sexual confidence is being comfortable with vulnerability. True sexual confidence often involves letting go of your fears and allowing yourself to be vulnerable with your partner. Being open to your emotions and allowing yourself to feel deeply connected during sex can make you feel more empowered. Vulnerability also encourages your partner to be more open, which leads to a stronger emotional and physical connection. Letting go of perfectionism and embracing your partner as they are and letting them see you as you truly are creates a trusting and supportive space where both of you can feel confident in your own skin. Lastly, if you're in a long-term relationship, sexual confidence can be nurtured by maintaining a healthy sense of curiosity and playfulness. Over time, it's easy for routine to settle in, and the spark might dim. But confidence in a relationship comes from continuously finding new ways to connect, whether that's trying out new ways of touching, communicating your needs, or even changing up your environment. The more you nurture the intimacy in your relationship, the more confident you'll feel in expressing yourself sexually. Building sexual confidence is an ongoing journey. It's about embracing yourself, communicating openly, and allowing yourself and your partner to explore and enjoy each other's bodies and desires. When you approach sex with an open heart and mind, free of shame and judgment, it's easier to feel confident, present, and ready to enjoy the fullest expression of intimacy. Chapter 8: Orgasms, Myths and Secrets. Orgasms are often considered the ultimate goal of sex, yet they remain shrouded in myths and misunderstandings. Many people, both men and women, believe there's only one right way to experience an orgasm, or that it should always happen in a certain way. However, the reality is far more complex and nuanced. Understanding the truth about orgasms can open up a whole new world of pleasure for you and your partner, and help you both reach new heights of satisfaction. One of the biggest myths about orgasms is that every woman should climax from penetration alone. In truth, many women find it difficult, if not impossible, to reach orgasm from intercourse alone. For women, the most reliable path to orgasm is often through direct clitoral stimulation. The clitoris, a small, highly sensitive organ, contains thousands of nerve endings that can lead to powerful orgasms when properly stimulated. However, it's not just about the physical act. Emotional connection, trust, and comfort all play crucial roles in her ability to climax. Without feeling safe and emotionally attuned to her partner, a woman might struggle to fully relax and experience orgasmic release. Men, too, face misconceptions about orgasms. There's often a pressure to perform, to last a certain amount of time, or to always achieve orgasm at the same pace as the woman. But sexual pleasure is not a competition, it's about connection. Men can experience orgasms in many ways, and they don't always have to be linked to ejaculation. Some men can experience dry orgasms, where pleasure is felt without releasing semen. Understanding this can help reduce the pressure and allow men to focus more on their partner's pleasure rather than worrying about performance. A key aspect of achieving great orgasms, for both partners, is to learn to recognize the body's cues. Many people overlook the fact that orgasms don't always happen in a predictable or linear way. They might not happen the first time, or every time, but that doesn't mean the experience wasn't meaningful or enjoyable. Orgasms are often the result of prolonged arousal, taking the time to build up anticipation and savor the moments of intimacy. Both partners can benefit from exploring what feels good during foreplay and throughout the act of sex, being open to experimenting with different types of touch, pressure, and rhythm. Techniques like deep breathing or slowing down during sex can also enhance the ability to reach orgasm. When people rush or focus too much on the finish line, they often miss the journey that leads to it. Slowing down and focusing on the sensations in the body, not just the genitals, can build intensity and anticipation, making the eventual orgasm even more intense. Another important factor in orgasms is understanding that they don't always look the same for every person or every time. The idea that an orgasm has to be this dramatic, explosive event can be a burden. Many women experience what's called a subtle orgasm, where the release of pleasure isn't as obvious or intense as it might be for others. These orgasms can still be deeply fulfilling and satisfying, and it's important for both partners to understand that there's no one right way for it to feel. The best way to unlock the secrets of orgasms is to communicate openly with your partner about what feels good, what works, and what doesn't. There's no shame in asking questions or exploring what your body needs. For men, this could mean learning how to vary the rhythm, pressure, or position during intercourse. For women, it might involve exploring different ways to stimulate the clitoris, whether through oral sex, manual stimulation, or positioning during penetration. The key is to create a space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their needs and desires. Ultimately, orgasms are a deeply personal experience, and everyone's journey is different. The myths surrounding them often create unnecessary pressure and expectations. The truth is that the best orgasms come from being in tune with your partner's desires, exploring new ways to bring each other pleasure, and embracing the intimate connection you share. When both partners are focused on each other's pleasure and are willing to experiment and communicate, the orgasm is simply a beautiful bonus, not the end goal. Chapter 9. Keeping the sex alive. Maintaining passion in a long-term relationship can be a challenge, but it's absolutely possible with a little effort, creativity, and care. Over time, life can become routine, and that spark you once felt might seem like it's flickering out. But keeping the fire alive doesn't have to be hard, it just requires a bit of intentionality and the willingness to invest in each other emotionally and physically. The first step to maintaining passion is to never take each other for granted. Life gets busy, and it's easy to slip into a pattern where you're simply coexisting, but you have to make space for each other. Spend quality time together. This doesn't always mean doing something extravagant. Sometimes, it's just sitting down, having an uninterrupted conversation, or taking a walk hand in hand. These moments of connection are essential for keeping the emotional intimacy strong. Emotional closeness is the foundation of a healthy sexual relationship, and without it, physical connection can start to feel hollow. Another way to keep the fire alive is by introducing new experiences into your relationship. When everything starts to feel repetitive, the magic begins to fade. This could be as simple as planning an impromptu date night or exploring new hobbies together. Trying new things, whether it's a new restaurant, an activity you've never done before, or even a new travel destination adds excitement and variety to your life. This novelty helps rekindle that spark. But don't limit novelty to just activities outside of the bedroom. Try changing things up in the bedroom, too. Experimenting with new positions, exploring fantasies, or introducing new sensual elements like toys or massages can reinvigorate your physical connection. The key is to keep things fun, open-minded, and fresh. Another great way to keep intimacy alive is through physical touch, even when you're not having sex. Studies show that regular physical affection, like hugging, kissing, or holding hands, is crucial in keeping couples emotionally connected. It's easy to forget how powerful a simple touch can be. A kiss before you leave for work, a spontaneous cuddle on the couch, or a gentle touch while passing each other in the kitchen. These small but significant gestures serve to remind each other of the bond you share. Sometimes, these moments of affection are even more intimate than the act of sex itself because they create a deeper sense of comfort and closeness. It's also important to maintain individual lives outside of the relationship. While it may seem counterintuitive, spending time apart can actually strengthen your connection. When you have your own hobbies, friendships, and passions, you bring new energy and perspectives into the relationship. It prevents you from becoming overly dependent on each other and gives you the space to miss one another, which can reignite attraction. This balance of independence and togetherness allows you to grow both as individuals and as a couple. Communication plays a crucial role in keeping the passion alive. Being able to talk openly and honestly about your needs, desires, and any concerns you might have is vital for long-term intimacy. Many couples struggle with this because they fear hurting their partner's feelings or embarrassing themselves, but it's important to foster a space where both of you feel safe sharing what you need. Whether it's discussing your sexual needs, what you like, what's been bothering you, or even how you can better support each other emotionally, communication creates trust. This trust enables you to experiment, explore, and ultimately become more attuned to each other's desires. Sometimes, it's also necessary to consciously choose to be affectionate and intimate, even when life feels busy or stressful. In long-term relationships, you might go through periods where work, children, or other life challenges take priority. But it's important to prioritize your relationship, even if that means scheduling time for intimacy. Whether it's a regular date night or a simple check-in at the end of each day, making each other a priority strengthens the bond between you. This intentional effort helps keep the connection strong, even during life's tougher moments. Lastly, intimacy isn't just about the physical act, it's about showing love, respect, and appreciation. Every day, remind your partner how much they mean to you. Compliment them genuinely, express gratitude, and remind them of your affection. Little gestures of appreciation, like making their favorite meal, writing a sweet note, or planning something special for them, can go a long way in reinforcing the emotional connection. The more you show your partner you care, the more they will be motivated to show you love and passion in return. In conclusion, keeping the fire alive in a relationship is an ongoing journey. It requires effort, creativity, and a shared commitment to maintaining both the emotional and physical aspects of intimacy. By continuing to explore, communicate, and connect in meaningful ways, you'll find that the flame of desire doesn't have to fade, it can burn even brighter with time. Chapter 10. The Journey of Intimacy. Intimacy isn't just something that happens in the bedroom, it's a lifelong journey that evolves and deepens over time. It's about building a connection that goes beyond physical attraction, where trust, vulnerability, and love intertwine to create a bond that feels unbreakable. As relationships mature, intimacy shifts and transforms, but the core of it remains the same: a deep desire to truly understand and connect with your partner. This chapter is all about recognizing that intimacy is a continuous process, one that requires effort, patience, and a willingness to grow together. At the start of any relationship, Intimacy often feels natural and effortless. The early days are filled with passion, excitement, and the joy of discovering each other's likes, dislikes, and unique quirks. However, as time goes on, relationships can hit a plateau. The initial thrill may fade, and the once vibrant connection might begin to feel routine. But this doesn't mean the end of intimacy. It's simply a sign that the relationship is evolving into something deeper. Recognizing this change is the first step toward a more mature and profound connection. One of the most important elements of sustaining intimacy is ongoing communication. Over time, our needs, desires, and even our preferences can change. It's essential to keep talking about what feels good, what doesn't, and how you can continue to meet each other's emotional and physical needs. Open, honest conversations about sex, love, and intimacy should be a normal part of any relationship, especially when navigating the complexities that come with long-term commitment. These conversations create an environment where both partners feel heard, understood, and appreciated, which naturally strengthens the bond. As you continue this journey together, it's also crucial to embrace vulnerability. Being emotionally naked with your partner, sharing your deepest fears, insecurities, and dreams can bring you closer than ever. It's in these moments of raw openness that intimacy truly flourishes. Vulnerability is often what allows couples to truly see each other, not just in the good times, but during moments of struggle or uncertainty. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you invite your partner to do the same, creating a safe space where both of you can grow without judgment. Sexual intimacy, too, needs nurturing as the relationship matures. The key to a fulfilling sexual connection is not just about finding new positions or trying new things, although that can certainly help. It's about being in tune with each other's needs and recognizing that intimacy is about the connection you share, not just physical satisfaction. Over time, sex may become less frequent, but that doesn't mean the relationship is lacking. It's a natural part of life. Priorities shift, energy levels change, and sometimes emotional closeness replaces the desire for frequent sex. The most important thing is to stay connected, not only through touch but through emotional intimacy. The journey of intimacy is also about finding joy in the little things. It's in the daily moments, holding hands while walking, a soft kiss before bed, the way your partner listens attentively when you talk about your day, that the bond between you strengthens. Intimacy isn't just about grand gestures or passionate nights. It's about feeling loved and valued every day. The small things matter just as much, if not more, than the big ones. It's about showing up for each other consistently, whether it's through words of affirmation, acts of kindness, or physical touch. As the years go by, intimacy can take on a new form. When life becomes more demanding, whether through work, family, or other responsibilities, maintaining intimacy can seem challenging. However, the key is not to see these challenges as obstacles but as opportunities to reconnect. Couples who maintain a strong emotional bond are better equipped to navigate the ups and downs of life together. It's about understanding that intimacy isn't just a phase, it's an ongoing effort, a practice that strengthens with each shared experience, each challenge overcome together, and each tender moment shared. In the end, the journey of intimacy is not about reaching a destination, but about learning and growing together. It's about creating a love that deepens with age, where both partners feel safe, valued, and loved in the fullest sense. As you continue your journey, remember that the best relationships are the ones where both partners are willing to keep evolving, exploring new dimensions of love and connection. Intimacy isn't just about being together physically, it's about being together emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in a way that enriches both your lives. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing audiobooks.